Well, hello you beautiful people, Mr. Riddlesworth here, and welcome back to my kitchen, which is a place where I do all the techie stuff I've ever done. If you've ever asked the question, how do I change my CPU, because I might want to upgrade in the future, this is a video where I will be showing you how to install a new CPU into your computer using this AMD 9590 FX processor that I got today. So right, let's jump into it. Alright, so here we are. This is the inside of my baby. This is a Gigabyte WindForce GTX 760. Quite a big card, but its performance is quite good, and its overclocking potential is also extremely good. But yeah, that's basically it. I got 16 gigabytes of RAM in 2 sticks. I'm wanting to upgrade those in the future and get a 32 gig set just for like video editing and things like that, because it makes it a lot easier. I'm also going to be upgrading the graphics card when I am able to a 970 or a 980 because of the low power consumption of the new 900 series of GeForce cards. Right, okay, a bit of information before we start taking off the liquid cooler. The AMD 9590 is an extremely hot CPU. It is very powerful. I have a H100i all-in-one cooler over here, which is what this pipe goes to, and I have my own set of Dead Silence series fans on. It did come with some Corsair fans, but they were extremely loud and I didn't feel they were efficient enough at pushing the air, so I found some fans that were extremely quiet with some high air pressure values. First thing, the socket make of the CPU needs to match the socket of your board. You cannot see, but there's an AM3 Plus sign just at the side of the water cooler. I'll just disconnect the USB from that. That helps control it from the software that you get from Corsair website. It's very dirty. It's been a while since I gave the baby a clean. There's a lot of dust. So yeah, it's very important that you make sure the socket of CPU you are ordering matches the socket that is on your motherboard. Very important. Must stress that. I made the mistake when I first started out building PCs to order the wrong one. But you know, they were quite kind enough to swap it for me. Okay, with this AM3 Plus socket, it's quite easy. The Corsair bracket on here is only held down by 2 clamps, which are thumb screwed on, which is awesome. Okay, just lift that clamp, make sure that one comes off, and that's pretty much it. As you can see, I put quite a lot of thermal paste on there when I first did this, because I was pushing the 6350 way beyond its specified overclocking capacities, which is what that is. That's a 6350 CPU. Just pull the arm out and then up, and that's the socket open. Okay, so I've got some isopropanol, which is what you should use when cleaning the head of the water cooler. But first I'll just get rid of this. Okay, we will get our new CPU out of its little box. And it comes in this lovely little package. Focus! Focus. There we go. Lovely. This comes with like a little sticker that you can put on your case if you wish. I already got one of mine. Here you can see all the well, not millions, but there's hundreds of pins on there. And a golden arrow. See, this golden arrow is quite important because you need to match that golden arrow up to a little tiny corner on the socket. There we go. There is a tiny bit of thermal paste spill from the last application. Nothing too major. But yes, there is, that top left corner is marked by a little notch, so you know it's quite difficult to fuck it up unless you're an absolute noob, never done it before. There's a bit of letter in this corner. I've never seen before. And it just literally drops in. You don't have to push it down or force it. I mean, if you try and wiggle it now, it moves the bed, which is connected to the arm, which closes the connections. So I will do that now. And there it is. It is in place. Now I'm just going to give my water cooler a bit of a clean and add some clean paste onto the CPU. Cleaning is also very important as well. As long as you use isopropanol, you can use a tissue to get rid of the main messy part of it. But tissue tends to leave fibers. So what we do before the isopropanol has a chance to evaporate is we grab a microfiber cloth, something like this. This is perfect, but I actually got it with a screen cleaning kit. Make sure you go in circular motions until it's totally dry, and there she's as clean as a whistle. Bit of a messy application. Well, that's pretty much it. We shouldn't need any more than that. Yes, we really shouldn't need any more than that at all. So without further ado, I'm going to take the pump. Oh. Okay, so I'm going to take the pump now and reattach it to the clamps. Okay, so this bit is very important. You've got to try and put it on as level as possible. So just get all the connections out of the way, because we don't want to be moving it too much, because it will spread the paste underneath too thin. So once it's in the clip region, tighten it up till it catches, like so. Same on the other side. I'm holding the other side with my finger so I didn't have a chance to slip. And when you tighten the screws, it automatically rights itself to 90 degrees, so it gets the best possible seal. And then try and tighten them up both the same once they are rightened. You don't want to go too tight, because you'll crush the top of your heat spreader, which is not a good idea, and possibly crack your motherboard. But that there is quite stable, quite stiff, so nothing's going to break that. What we need to do now is reconnect the CPU controller, which actually controls the speed of the water pump inside the head, that goes to the radiator. Pretty much like a stock heat sink and fan would do. The motherboard detects how hot it is and increases the speed of the pump, which comes down, gets some more cool water from the radiator, and that's how the whole process works. Quite fascinating. Just need to plug the USB back in into the right socket. It's a pain in the ass, this one, because it rubs against the power connector. Make sure it's in snug. Lovely jubbly. And that is it. This CPU is now ready for use. An important thing when changing AMD CPUs is to go into the BIOS and set everything to default. Apart from your hyper-threading options, you can open them. It's just so that the operating system you're working on recognizes the actual CPU and gives it a clean install, really, so you won't have any hiccups with it. That is pretty much it. Okay, and there's the old CPU, pretty much all cleaned up. There's just the edges to do, at which I'll use a Q-tip, what the Americans call a Q-tip. We call them earbuds. But there she. Ooh, come on, focus. Focus. Come on. Come on. Come on. I know you want to. I know you want to. Come on, do it. Focus for me, please. There we go. That's the old 6350, as you can see there. And I actually got that CPU up to 3.8 gigahertz stable, but I only used to run it at 3.7. If you guys would like to know how to overclock the CPU that you have, then let me know, and I will do an easy overclocking guide, only for AMD CPUs. It's extremely simple. There's two ways you can do it. There's the manual way and there's the software route. If you'd like to know how to do it, leave me a comment down below, or just put plenty of thumbs up on this one. Either way, thank you guys very much for watching. Much love to every single one of you. Thank you very much for supporting the channel and being the most awesome, beautiful people that you are. Yeah, much love and peace out.